Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Decoding. I'm also Afro Spirit Art. I'm an artist, I'm a creative. I love to create with different mediums from, AI to digital art to web design and creating 3D spaces and things like that. I enjoy creating, and my journey into discovering that within me came along because of my journey to understand the nature of reality. I've always been curious about spirituality, or should I say, always been curious about how things work. And this has led me so many different places and paths in my life. Sometimes I get insights about some of these things, and my journey has taught me so many different things about at least how reality works, at least from my perspective. And I love to talk about this. I love to share. I love to discover. I love to learn with other people, have conversation, and learn more about this because I believe we all offer different perspectives that give us a deeper understanding to how things work. Well, this channel is my way of sharing my current understanding of how reality works and how it's helped me transform my life and how it's contributed to my creativity and basically how it helps me live in the world. And to share this with you as my continuing process of that understanding and to also get back from you all your understanding as well. So I see it as a co-learning, co-sharing experience because this is something that I love to do. I've always loved to do this. If you catch me anywhere, we can have this conversation for hours because I enjoy it. So that's what I want to do on this channel. To kind of start off, I want to at least, we hear this saying a lot that everything is energy. So if we think about everything we're experiencing, we get this saying a lot of the time, everything is energy, all is energy. And that's where I kind of want to begin my exploration, at least with respect to this recording or this channel. When I think of everything is energy, my mind then begins to want to ask questions. So, is this camera that we're filming on energy? My body, that means my body is energy. Every single physical thing that we see is energy. And then going further beyond the physical, what about things like thoughts, feelings, ideas, dreams, visions? Are all of these forms of energy? I mean, if they say everything is energy, then I would assume that all of that is energy of some form. And from both many religious practices and cultural traditional practices or understandings of reality, they'll say everything is God as well. So kind of equating those two statements, the first thing I can begin to conclude is that then God has in some form some equality to energy. God is energy, or energy is God, because if everything is energy and everything is God, then God is energy of some form. I know this can be kind of controversial as well, especially for those of us with traditional understandings of what God is, with God personified as a being. But it's just my way of exploring. Let's go down this rabbit hole and just explore what that means. So everything is energy, all is energy. And from my kind of contemplation, one thing I've come to experience is that everything is in some form of motion or in some form of vibration. It's vibrating at some states. Even if you take like a very solid thing like this book and you go down to its atoms, you at least find some level of vibration, everything having some kind of motion. I usually think of it as like water. Water moving in some vibration. But water, that same water can be a solid ice or it can be vapor. All of that is some kind of vibration. So if all of that is energy vibrating a particular way, then I'm putting those two together to come to some form of conclusion or understanding that the different forms of things that we see, which are different forms of energy, have different vibrations. So they are vibrating differently. And if they are vibrating differently and they're all unique, I would say they have some unique vibrational signature. So every single thing is a manifestation of energy or energy appearing in a particular form, and the form in which it is appearing is one that has a particular vibration. So it's vibrating at a particular state, and that particular or unique vibration could also perhaps be its unique ID or unique signature, like I said. So this phone, for example, has a unique signature from this light, for example, and my body has a unique vibrational signature from yours, and so on and so forth. Clouds are different from water bodies. Water bodies are different from plants, and even among different plants, they all have their unique form. So it's kind of like each one having its unique ID, just the same way each person has a unique thumbprint as an ID. This for me is when we think of vibration or vibration manifested as form, it's energy that has appeared to be in a particular way or looks a particular way, feels a particular way, smells a particular way, and that particular way or that particular thing about it has to do with its vibrational state, how it is vibrating. I hope that makes sense to begin with. So everything is energy. Energy is in motion of some form, is in some pulsation or vibration of some form, and that particular form of this vibration forms its appearance or its qualities, which are seen in its appearance. Qualities like I said: smell, touch, feel, taste, etc., etc. And if we take it from, say, maybe that big conceptual level, and now I decide to just use examples of something, say, like color, right? We are taught that white light splits into different frequencies which appear as different colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and so on and so forth. And when science teaches us that all these different color types, be it red, blue, green, or whatever, have particular frequencies, and it's their particular frequencies that make it appear as that color. Red has a frequency different from violet, and that frequency of red is what that frequency is what I was kind of terming as vibrational signature. So because red has a different vibrational signature from blue, it appears differently, and that fractally expands to almost everything that you see. So every single thing that we're seeing and experiencing is unique in its own way. And color analogy is one simple way to extract that information and use it as an example to see what I'm saying. And the same way you can look at music. We have different keys which play different sounds, and they all have a particular frequency because the particular signature, call it that, because when you press the key C is different from when you press another key, F for example, because the string that sounds of the music, as you can see, is vibrating differently. For C, is vibrating differently from the way it may be vibrating for F. So once again, you see that same quality showing up in different things. One last example that I can think of is food. Food that tastes salty or bitter is distinctly different from one that tastes sweet, at least to your tongue. And that's interpretation of what we feel as taste. The taste is representing the difference in their signature, in their energetic signature, or in their vibrational signature. So this is sort of my I like to start off from this point to explore this sort of grand thing we're calling energy, just to begin to break it down from that level, so we see how it's all around us, and our understanding of it is something that we already have. I'm just perhaps presenting it in a different way I've come to understand it, and sharing in case it resonates with you or it can give you some value. So that's just what I want to talk about today, and so that we can sit with it, think about it, relate to it in our reality, this thing of energy, vibration, things, how the energy is showing up, what it shows up as, and let that kind of exploration begin, because ultimately I believe it's the foundation of our the reality we're experiencing and how we understand it. And I'm personally going on this journey to break it down, to see how I can use this information to live my life, or to create the reality that I want. I would assume each of us have dreams and desires that we hope to achieve, or we hope to live in. We hope to see it come alive and come to reality. And one of the ways in which I am exploring that journey is to first and foremost understand what I'm dealing with. This thing that I'm calling reality, this thing that I'm calling my life experience, my body, from my thoughts, my emotions, the world, the seen, the unseen, all these different things. What is it really? And I'm choosing to begin from the level of energy, because that's like the grandest way in which I can think about it, the all. And if the all is energy and the all is God and God is energy, extracting that from that form in my experience of what energy means to me, or my understanding, and bringing it down to a tangible form in a way where I can see, feel, interact with this energy around me to create my dream reality. And it's my journey that I'm going on, and I'm hoping to go on with you, anybody who will join me to continue this, because I said I love to do this, and this is my way of putting in action on living what I love. I hope you enjoyed this first episode and look forward to the next one. I also look forward to the next one to see where this leads us and what more we continue to discover. Thank you, and if you liked everything that I shared, or you found it interesting, don't forget to like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification icon so that every time I bring out a new video you get it, and we can keep sharing, learning, and enjoying this process. Alright, thank you, have a good day, peace.